Okay,
Let's see. I now have your stream up and I'm in moderator mode.
awesome.
Perfect. You get like one bot every stream that you do.
Yeah, there's always one bot, and then Carvin.
Always Carvin and Wolf.
Yes. All right, let's take a look. We are doing pretty good. I think even the lady started saying we could start using like what they call it, method of
Process of
process
elimination.
elimination. Yes, that one.
We are close, very close. So let's see.
We've got somebody with 3 kids. Got 2 kids down here. 2 kids over here. I still don't know the name of Gwen and Walter's kids yet.
Yeah, we don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the occupation of Elias C. Roottrees,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna guess there's something in one of Jim's interviews. Let me see if I can remember which one. Modern Music Monthly was his, and then if I go with James Roottree, Jim Roottree maybe? There we go.
Oh, we can't listen to Conquistador music, unfortunately.
My cousin and his ex.
So what were you looking up?
I was looking up Jim Roottree to see if we can figure out his dad's occupation, because in Modern Music Monthly and the periodicals, you put Jim Roottree in, and there was a reason why Clark. Well, okay. Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me, meaning Jim. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters. So the 4 of us had sort of a cutesy family band thing going on. So Diamond and Jane, because Diamond is with Jim, and then Jane, I think, married Clark.
Right.
And let me see.
Why was... I'm trying to figure out... So Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister, but Diamond and Clark were never together, right?
Diamond and Clark were never together. However, the band name, or so it seems like, it's C and J, and then J and D. So C and J implies that it's Clark and Jane, and then J and D implies it's Jim and Diamond.
Right.
So if Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with the youngest sister,
is that not Jane?
Kim? No.
Oh.
That's the problem.
Oh, I see. That was confusing me. I was like, why would she be mad at that?
Yeah, she just found out that he was cheating on her sister with her other sister, and it's a hot mess.
Okay.
So that one I'm pretty sure is accurate. Let me see. Oh, speaking of the LaRues and Chris not keeping it in his pants, Clark not keeping it in his pants. Clark Rafferty married Daniel Franks as the first spouse, divorced, then married. Well, it says split up on the thing, but then married Jane and had Chris Rafferty, who was doing an art project, and it sounds like it was for college.
Yeah.
So I'm changing, on mine I'm going to change his occupation to that, but I don't think I have enough matches.
For Chris Rafferty? For college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put Chris Rafferty for college, since he said he asked his cousins.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got Jessica and Katrina for the Rafferty LaRues.
Yeah, though I don't know anything else about them. Maybe I can look up Kim LaRue. Oh, let's see.
Oh, did you get hit?
Yeah, I did. I think it's one we've gotten before, though. Modern Music Monthly, Kim LaRue. Uh, the LaRue sisters got their start doing session work for their great uncle's record label. If you remember any songs from 1960 to 65 that featured the voices of kids, they were probably involved. Back then, they were credited as the Lucky LaRues. Now that he's passed, they moved on to bigger and better ventures and are going by their full names. Diamond and Jane have been touring on some famous faces, ever heard of the Roottrees, and are looking to release an album sometime in the next year. Youngest Kim is about to step into a prominent role on Broadway, taking over for one of the children in Oliver. The Lucky
Oh,
LaRues, indeed.
okay.
So that's probably going to get us a hit.
Maybe if we look up, Oliver?
Maybe. Maybe it's the Butler County Times?
It's
Oliver?
Oliver with an exclamation. No.
No. But if we take the Lucky LaRues and then look in Spider Search.
God, how do you spell LaRue? L-A-R-O-U-X?
UXS.
That doesn't seem to get anything. Oh, there we go. You gotta add the S on there.
Jane Del Vecchio is listed on a talent for hire site as a wedding singer. Way down in the credentials section of her biography, it mentions she got her start as a young girl when she was Jane LaRue of the Lucky LaRues. Oh,
So
okay.
she got married again.
Yeah. Also mentions to only contact her agent in the event that you actually wish to hire her and that any and all inquiries about her past or sister would be ignored. Ooh, she was not happy about
Damn,
that.
she went cold contact or no contact.
Yeah. So I wonder if that name, Jane DeVecchio, is in the periodicals. I don't know where we'd look, which one, but
All of them.
all of them, yes. Not Butler, not Starlet, not Teen Blast.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything either. Hey, Wolf.
But hello, Wolf. However, they did say Kim LaRue was becoming a star, or she was going to star in something. So maybe Starlet has one about her. Darn it.
In modern music.
Yeah, it gets you that same article.
Yeah.
And I didn't get anything in Starlet.
Hmm.
Well, that entry's a bust for now. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess, let's see. We've got the miracle side figured out. We've got
Yeah.
most of these kids figured out.
I'd like to find more about Gwen and Walter's kids, but I don't know. And then who did Root Miracle Jr. marry?
That's a good question. Let's see. Of the evidence, there was that big advertisement for him.
Yeah. And usually they mention like the person's spouse on those kind of things, but it depends on um how much she is into like the church, but usually the pastor's wife is listed.
Clergy Watch. Okay, so highlight Miracle Jr. and do Spider Search.
Oh, okay. Exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. Well, no big surprise there. They all did that. News exposed revealed it was his wife Edith's sister in disguise. Author also mentioned that Edith had a big of checkered past. since lost his television show, and instead goes on tour across the southern United States, where he was not well known before the scandal. That's a kind of surprising. It wasn't well known in the southern United States.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna call sus on that. But
But
yeah, it's like that one televangelist. Oh, forget his name. Um, his wife uh, would read to him testimonials like in an earpiece, and
oh,
he would call out people and like know everything about their past and stuff because they wrote down a bunch of stuff on their testimonial cards, which they would, pick up before church started.
hmm
And then he had the earpiece in his ear, and she would go on and talk to him about who he was talking to and all of that stuff, which is kind of bizarre.
yeah.
They found out because they intercepted the radio frequencies that they were using.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So they figured it out real easy. That's impressive, actually.
yeah. Well, it's that guy who would defraud um like psychics and stuff. I think his name is Randy something.
Hmm.
Um, he was like a real big like he would be able to tell like how psychics did their thing, and he would challenge them on TV and stuff like that to show them, hey, you don't have any powers. You're just using magic tricks, kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Um, it's kind of interesting though. So
Yeah, actually,
Edith,
Edith as his wife.
Edith
James
Jacobson.
Randi.
Okay, so that side, and then we still have the regular miracle wife that we need.
Yeah, that one's stumping. Let
The
me
regular
see.
one.
The original, the OG miracle. Jesus. No, wait. Roottrees. That's right. I wonder if Lauren said anything. Oh god, the cat is staring at me through the door. It's not fully closed, you dingus. You can open it. Go ahead. Use your nose. He's just staring at me through the window and meowing pathetically. It's so cute.
Aw.
Well, there you go. You got it open. Yes, hello, little pumpkin butt. How are you? Every detective needs a pet.
They really
You
do.
get either a
Yeah.
parakeet or a pet rock.
There's gotta be somewhere that we can look up Miracle Root Tree to get the spouse's name. Three generations of miracles. I wonder if that's gonna get anything. Nope.
Oh, 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 doy.
What?
Okay, hang on a second.
Oh, what'd you find?
No, I just thought about it. Walter Forsythe. Oh, there are no other names on the list for Forsythe.
Oh.
Not even Williams. So I guess Gwyn kept that name. Let's see. Of the ones left, of the retreat names that are left that haven't been locked in, I've
Mm-hmm.
got Jack, Robert, and Ronald.
Okay. I'm gonna
I'm
guess
gonna,
Robert and Ronald.
yeah,
Because normally twins are kind of named similar, right?
yeah. They like getting some kind of theme going.
Yeah.
Unless they're fraternal, which I'm gonna guess the other person who was raising twins was Angelica Morden over at the very far left, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because Lauren kept talking about how Zach's sister is raising twins and doing a great job of it, but we don't know
Yeah.
much more about them. Other than I'm going to guess that we had David and Bethany, the two college kids. Well, one college, one student in high school. Their dad is Dave Kellogg, so we're just going to take the guess that the other one has got to be Christina.
Hmm.
Oh, you don't have it on yours.
Where is it? Where should it go?
Okay, so you see the two kids on the bottom left?
Yes.
Okay, so the spouse is going to be a male name, but the actual person above is a root tree, so it should be, I think, Christina Rootree.
How's it spelled?
Just put in root tree. You're not going to have many left.
Okay.
At least you shouldn't.
Yeah, I got one.
There you
And
go.
then the spouse you're thinking.
Dave Kellogg, because you got David Kellogg, the college student.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah,
fourth.
yeah. Okay.
So this is the process of elimination part.
Yeah. And then Angelica was raising twins, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing they were fraternals. They may not
Yeah.
look exactly right, but
Well, the only one left I've got is Jack. Rootree.
yeah.
Okay.
Kind
Guess.
of at this point, we're just like shoving pictures into spots to see what fits.
Yeah. Margolite still needs her spouse.
Yeah, she does. And since her daughter went with Root Tree anyway, I'm not even sure.
It's an awful name, Margolite.
Right? Yeah, at this point, I'm just putting in some of the names that are left over and see if we get any hits.
Yeah.
Because some of them might not be prominent at all.
Gwen Ritchie. Huh. Thought Starlet would have something for Gwen.
I think you misspelled Gwen.
Oh.
It's...
Gwynn. Okay.
Yeah, it's very particular.
There we go. We figured out Wild Bill.
Oh, shoot. No. Jack and Christina probably wouldn't be those names.
Oh.
Because their mother, Angelica Morden, married somebody else, probably took his last name, so they wouldn't be Root Trees anyway. They'd have something else. Darn it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well,
We can leave it as placeholders for now if you want, but
yeah.
just realizing that, we won't actually know for sure.
Okay. We've got...
Because the only other thing after that, so Robert Root Tree, whoever he married, they have two kids. So that's probably where Jack and Christina actually belong, because they would still have the last name Root Tree.
And there, where's he at?
Over to the right under Gwen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we'll move them over there.
Yeah, just for the time being. I'm sure something will come up.
Okay. We know that Ronald's spouse has a picture, at least. Somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Just have to figure out where.
Hey, Carmen, welcome. You're not too late.
We were just trying to figure out the little bits and bobs.
We're in the nitty-gritty currently.
There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but oh, okay. Starlet for Gwyn Roottrees, the full name.
What are we looking at?
Often in Starlet, her
Oh, I see.
divorce from Williams. She was pregnant again. Others mentioned the rumor Bill had multiple affairs, which left her heartbroken. Interview early in the 1957 asked about her last name. My grandfather constantly preached the importance of family names and honoring them. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottrees has power. My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself, but he didn't have the benefit of being born with a famous one.
Okay.
But Wild combined with the alliteration Williams is incredibly memorable. So her dad's name, last name is Cornwall.
We've got a Linus. Linus
If
Cornwall.
it's if it's the only one, then I think that's it.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. If we get anything with...
The bottom of that same article also says because of Wild Bill Williams, the alliteration. It says we're sticking with Roottrees for the last name, not Williams, but we also plan to lean into alliteration. That's how we'll honor both of our family names for the next generation. So that's confirming Robert and Ronald.
Okay.
Because it'll be Ronald Roottrees and
And
Robert Roottrees.
ours, yeah. Now, if their parents are famous, surely they would have something, right?
You would think, but kind of depends on how bad.
Yeah.
Because if they also split up when the kids were babies, then I could see that not getting a lot of attention. Guy Hudson.
Got nothing for Robert. And nothing for Ronald.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
So, of the free spirits, the twins that Angelica Morden on the far left have. The photo I think of the two kids for Angelica are on the far right. I think that the girl is Bonnie
Mm-hmm.
and the guy is, well, Guy Hudson, one of the presidents.
Oh, what makes you think?
The reason why is because their names, when you actually look of the people who signed it, I typed in Bonnie,
Mm-hmm.
and the only Bonnie that comes up is a Bonnie Hudson.
Okay.
So I think she's the one who married David Kellogg. And then Guy Hudson would be her brother because they're in the same picture for the Free Spirits. So far left, underneath Angelica.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Kellogg David. Okay. So Bonnie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bonnie married David.
Okay, let me snag there. Well, David doesn't have a photo.
No.
But Guy goes up next to... Or where would Guy go
Guy would
again?
be her sibling
Yeah.
because they're in the same photo together.
So underneath Angelica then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know which president he'd be, third or fourth, maybe?
Um, yeah, it just says next president, Guy Hudson.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, right. Because we already got the fourth one done. Madsen, Ernest Madsen, underneath Sam. So they should be fine. So he'd be the third president.
And then Bonnie would be housewife?
I'm putting down housewife for now. But then to figure out Angelica's husband, there's only one more Hudson on the list, and that would be Christopher.
Okay. Nothing locked in yet.
We don't have occupations for a lot of these
Yeah.
characters.
And then Hudson marriage. That's.
I know, right? This is the gross part where it gets really nitty-gritty.
Yeah. So Guy was the one who added fancy flavors to 5 pieces.
To cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted, looked at his own wealth, often a source of envy for others. Fancy flavors. Tried to mimic caviar. This sounds familiar.
I've never had caviar, but it sounds gross.
It probably is. There's like a lot of things out there that people want to be like, oh yeah, this is really nice and expensive, and aren't you jealous that I'm having it? It's like, no, you're eating
Fish
bull
eggs.
balls, dude.
Yeah.
You're eating fish eggs. What do you want? Let's see if Bonnie Hudson shows up. Nope. And nothing for David Kellogg.
There's an article in Business Watch for Guy.
Oh, nice.
Guy Hudson are no stranger, along with his twin sister, are no strangers to the public when it comes to Roottrees snacks. Both appeared in the company's advertisements as children during the Boys and Girls Agree era. What's that mean? Now Guy is taking over the Roottrees company at the end of the year. Who would have known that one of those two adorable redheads, Guy credits his mother and father Angie and Christopher with providing his fiery due, arguing over everything but chocolate, would grow up to take over the whole company. Guy's uncle and current president Zachariah has decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. Zach was quoted as saying, "Now that our daughters have started families of their own, Clara and I plan to reflect on a life well lived. Guy is new to the business world, but he's family. We at Roottrees have faith in his innovative ideas, and he's eager to share them with the world. We think that Boys and Girls Agree that he's ready to succeed." Do we have a Zach's wife in then?
Clara sounds like his wife, yeah. I think the Boys and Girls Agree. Oh, you can actually search it. Huh.
I was gonna, search that next. So I'll put Clara Lansing in, then next to Zach.
Okay. One and only. Okay.
Boys and Girls Agree. Successful ad campaigns. Oh, an advertisement too. One of the ads listed is from the late 50s. It is a series of television and magazine ads for Roottrees chocolate bars. God, I guess I could go for some chocolate right now. The ad campaign is described as having the premise that boys and girls are often diametrically opposed, except for when it comes to one thing. Both of them agree that Roottrees is their favorite. First advertisement in the series was most memorable due to the bright red hair, and it's been added to evidence. Let's see what we got.
Evidence.
It's gotta be Roottrees. So those are the extra photos then.
Yeah, which we can't put in until we verify them.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder if that means that... No. There's still a bunch of other occupations in here, like advertising, cashier, baby.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
That one is definitely weird. Interior design, manufacturing, news anchor, nurse.
It could be red herrings too.
This is true. just throwing something in there doesn't necessarily give us an answer.
Yeah.
But then again, there's quite a few kids whose names we don't have anything for.
Thought we saw one nurse. I can't recall who might have been a nurse. More stuff it came up, I thought. Possibly. Clara Lansing.
Yeah, I'm looking through the revisiting the diary right now.
I'll look at the original one.
Ernie Cancer. Just got green thumb, which probably means it still is the.
We still got one evidence on a few of these pages for the original diary.
Yeah. Grandma Gwyneth's father. Name. Let's see. Art of Beautiful Women. I think we already looked at that. Okay. One thing I did notice. So when you're looking at the evidence, and you're just looking at them in general, you usually have the tab off to the right that tells you which things have oh so many clues left.
Right.
So the newspaper clipping at the very top.
Yeah.
That one will get you to Carolyn Morden's book about Atlantis's Burden. Her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and the Beauty of Women.
Right.
I looked that up in the library.
Yeah, we believe we had that one.
Yeah, but what I recognized in here, she was one of the youngest in her generation. In her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. So her sister is Gwendolyn, and she says her brother-in-law is Dr. Wilson. Oh god, there's like 4 Wilsons, though.
What's Carolyn's last name?
Morden. M-O-R-D-E-N.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That wasn't added to our evidence because, like, nudity.
Yeah.
It sounds
Like, credit to
important.
her.
Brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Brother-in-law means you married into, right?
Right. So that would mean if they are in-laws, then it has to be the person who married Gwendolyn Morden, her sister.
Okay.
Now, that helps because there's only 4 Wilsons on the list. One of
Right.
them is Jem Wilson, a girl. So we can rule her out as the husband, but
Okay.
we still don't know then who's the doctor. Is it Jason, Stephen, or Zach?
Mm.
So I guess it's time to look and see.
Can look them up, maybe?
Yeah, Gwendolyn Morden, maybe. I'll try her real quick. Oh,
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn didn't give me anything, but Dr. Wilson did.
Mm. Oh. Elementary, my dear Wilson. Pediatrician in
Pediatrician.
practice.
You go ahead.
North of Pittsburgh, although there was a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, this one apparently found a way to game the search results as he pops to the top every time.
Nice.
He's a pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. Picture of him, as well as a picture of his 3 children. Okay. 3 of them look as though the photographer is holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. Also, quote, you suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Okay. Let's see this hostage photo. Yeah, it kind of gives that.
It does. Yeah, it does.
So we have pictures then, so we can at least put them in order of youngest to oldest. Right? Is the youngest to oldest? Oldest to youngest, excuse me. I'm gonna assume the person with the hat. Does that give oldest to youngest? So, like, he's oldest, she's second, or would it be the other way around?
I think it might be the other way around.
With her being the oldest?
Yeah, but that's a guess.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it says big brother. They usually say that to the person, like, just above you, I think.
Did they?
Maybe?
Possibly.
I don't know, I only have one brother, so...
This is fair. In that case, let's see. That would probably mean...
Oh god, he looks sleazy.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, what's with the tie? I think that's the best looking picture so far, though. He looks like, I don't know, something about it, like, it's a nice piece of art.
Pediatrician to the stars. Well, in fairness, if you're a pediatrician, you want a fancy tie or something, right?
I guess. Did we have Gwendolyn's picture yet, or no?
I just slotted one in.
She's
when
from...
you're looking at the...
from which generation? The...
Free Spirits.
Free Spirits one, okay. He looks like a used car salesman. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't he? Oh, I bet it's her with the hat.
No, that one is Carolyn, I'm pretty sure. But the other one,
that's okay.
On the
yeah,
the other one next to Eli, I'm guessing that's Gwendolyn.
Um, next to Eli. Her. Okay.
Yeah, that is my guess, though.
That's the face I would have if I was married to him. So yeah.
Rude,
Well, I
but
mean,
true.
no.
True, still true. Pediatrician to the Stars is on his website, so I'm gonna go look up his website.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't give me anything else.
Oh. Maybe in periodicals?
Maybe.
He might have an advertisement in the paper.
Oh, good point.
If I can
Yeah.
copy this. Oh, I thought for sure he'd have something with Starlit. Because, like, if you're advertising... Oh, Butler County Times. Stephen Wilson does not have a practice in Butler County. Seems he operates out of Warrendale, which is somewhere between Butler and Pittsburgh. He does still advertise occasionally in the Butler County Times, calling himself Pediatrician to Stars.
Okay.
Warrendale.
Between Butler and Pittsburgh.
Why would you not have an advertisement in Starlit?
Well, because Starlit is for stars, like actual actors.
Yeah, but if he's Pediatrician to the Stars, then you'd have, like, some kind of ad in the Star magazine, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily. I
Oh.
don't think people usually pick up Starlit and teen magazines to look for their recommendations on
Never
doctors.
know.
No, you're right, but still. That's like next level thinking, not 1998 level thinking. Just saying.
That's influencer thinking, right? Not...
It's like, of course, this person is the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. Why wouldn't you want to be the next one? Mom, can I
Exactly.
have him as my pediatrician?
Yeah.
Wild, but okay. Oh, maybe. What do you think about Gwendolyn being either his nurse or secretary?
Jason's?
Stephen Wilson's.
Oh. Um. Where would you think that?
Only because, like, he is a doctor, so sometimes you have a couple where it's a husband and wife working in the same practice.
Yeah, possibly. Um.
It's a stretch with absolutely nothing to back it up, but
So put Gwendolyn as secretary?
yeah, let's do secretary for now.
Okay.
I'm kind of throwing things to the wall now.
Mm.
Oh. I switched Bonnie to housewife and something locked.
Oh. Bonnie. Oh, I have her as housewife already.
Yeah, you do. So you've got her. Guy is president. Third, I changed Jason. So of the 3 kids that you have at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
Jason is the youngest underneath Gwendolyn. You have that already. Change the name to Jason and make him a student. K through 12.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because Jason should be a 10-year-old. There we go.
Nice. Now we can put their extra pictures.
Exactly. Alright.
Nice. Alright.
That was nice. That solidified a few things.
Their little kid portraits are super cute.
They really are. Now we got those off our list.
How do we not have Guy's spouse, though?
Yeah, let's see. Guy Hudson. That's really all that we got. Guy Hudson family? No. Oh!
Hmm.
Periodicals.
For...
Look up Guy Hudson in the Butler County Times.
Oh. Okay. But Guy Hudson and wife Patricia dying in a car accident. Okay. Story is surprisingly light on details due to the recency. Caused by unidentified driver who swerved in front of the car. Sounds intentional.
Yeah, right.
Foul play is not suspected. Witnesses reported the vehicle... Oh, was swerving between lanes. Okay. It's 5 or 6 minutes before the accident. The aggressor fled.
Only 4 years through an undoubtedly volatile period in the company's history. He and his wife had no children.
Patricia, then.
Which, yeah, that tracks, so...
That they know of. No.
Yeah, you're right, that we know. That didn't stop somebody else from having illegitimate children.
Yeah. Gwendolyn doesn't get anything. Am I spelling it correctly? G-W-Y-N-D. Nope, of course not. Why does everybody have weird spellings? G-W-Y-N-D-O-L-I-N-E.
Let's see. I'm going to see if... Because if everyone seems to be in the Butler County, Zach Wilson, the son of Steve Wilson and Gwendolyn Morden. Maybe there's something about, I don't know, his graduation?
Maybe.
Really grasping at straws.
So, Gwendolyn's daughter would be Jem. And then, are we... Is it Steven or Zach for the other son?
It would be Zach, because Steven is the pediatrician to the stars.
That's right. Okay.
Still got the allergies?
Still got the lingering cough, yeah, from when I was sick. I'm not contagious or feeling bad anymore, it's just lingering.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
For now.
And then, Steven would probably be in college then. Because of the hat.
See, the picture, because of the hat, but also he graduated 2 years ago. So maybe...
Oh, maybe not then. College.
Yeah, but we can, like, leave it there for the time being.
Yeah.
I guess the only other thing, really, is... What other faces Aha. Of the free spirits in the picture, usually if a face is locked in,
It's
then the
yellow.
picture, yeah, it would turn yellow.
Yeah.
So with the two ladies, we're not sure, but there's only one face left we haven't put together yet for the guy.
This guy back here?
Yeah, that guy in the back.
Okay.
So there's only one spot left, really.
On the
Mr.
board?
Remarried twice.
Oh, yeah. He kind of looks like that. No.
He kind of does.
He's got that, I don't know, something.
They were in a band together, he and his cousin, so...
Yeah.
What a hot mess.
Would he be then, like, a musician, or...
You know, it's a good question. Let's look at musician.
Maybe public speaker, if he's able to marry that many times again. He's got to be able to talk well, right?
You know, con artist might be on here. Oh, wait, preacher's already taken.
What
Sorry.
Oh,
Preacher.
gosh, yeah.
For all the televangelists on this list. Elias C. Roottrees, what the hell did you do for a living? Sir.
And who was your spouse?
Yeah. Who are you narking for? Periodicals, maybe?
What was the thing that Lauren was talking about where it was like talking about people, like there's only musicians and stuff in the family?
Oh yeah.
But that's not talking about her own siblings.
I think it was talking about the 5 pieces. So let's see.
Here we go. Free spirits. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money? They all aspire to be musicians, artists, dancers, and all sorts of nonsense. Okay. So yeah, she's talking about free spirits then.
Yeah, which probably means, so at least November was a dancer, Jim was a musician, Clark could be either musician or artist. All the rest of them could just be artists for all I know.
Yeah.
If she really thinks everyone else is an artist, except Bonnie was a housewife, so she could suck it. I suppose I might hedge my bets and just put housewife for some of the other ladies until proven otherwise. But as far as we know, the last thing we heard on Clark was being a musician. Now, I wonder if he did an interview for MMM.
Potentially, yeah.
I'll save you the trip. I already went to look and he is not on there.
Oh.
Shame.
He's got 2 other photos somewhere, though.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder he's got to be somewhere. Clark Rafferty.
Oh, right. I was looking at Roottrees.
They mentioned an album called These Times. They used to make music with Clark Rafferty. Let's look up These Times. Yep, we got evidence here. Band released one single called These Times. Someone with the username Die Hard Dazzler scanned the cover and noted that it cost them over $200 at auction. Apparently this was Jim Roottrees and Diamond LaRue's first song together. He also mentions that it was performed by Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister, and was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. Can't find anything else about Die Hard Dazzler, the band, or the single, so all that's left to do is add the scan to the evidence. After a blazing fast 35-minute download, the track is also available. Oh my gosh. What year is it? Oh man.
It has to be the 70s.
Yeah. Alright, we've got photos.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Folk style songwriting, catchy. MM Magazine, called These Times. And we do have the song.
Nice.
Old single from folk group. You have a scan. Website mentions the credits. Life is life and love shall be.
Oh, wow.
Why does he have a red eye? I don't know. Drugs, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, some pretty, like, asinine lyrics.
They're trying their best, man. I guess.
It's weird because, like, this photo looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. With the green
Yeah, it
shirt.
kind of does.
Which I guess fits with the
Motif.
60s motif, yeah. Alright,
Why
so...
don't you listen to the song?
So who is who?
For the spare photos, can't put in Clark's second one yet. So for Jim and Diamond, we can't put in for theirs.
God, they look similar. I don't know who's who.
Jim has a small mole near the right side of his face.
Oh.
So for your top right one, I think.
Yeah, but... Oh, and then you see it in this photo down here. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she's blonde, so... Okay. And we can't put Clark in.
Yeah, we need to now make 4 matches before it will let us know that we got it right, which sucks.
It's not a bad song. It's just very, like, safe.
They were doing their best.
Yeah. Clark Rafferty doesn't have anything in periodicals, then. No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see them.
Lawyer, professor, author.
Model, hairdresser, lawyer.
Still one more piece of evidence. on the Revisiting the Diary Sam page. So are we missing something on here?
Possibly. Let's see which ones we have left that have a lot.
Okay. Teen Blast is the most.
Okay.
At 6.
Talks about her inspirations. My grandpa was a college professor. History full of people from famous families. He practiced that lecture a lot because I have other people in my family that also have made the Roottrees name famous. His older sister even wrote a book. Grandma Laura, which I think we already established, yeah. So there's connections there, but I'm not seeing anything really new.
Yeah. How is there like 6 extra?
There's Sweet 16, TMS, Brother Trouble, New Gossip. Actually, I wonder.
Maybe if we look up the Candy Girl also.
Okay.
Nope. Candy Girl gets nothing.
Oh. Brother Trouble under periodicals for the Teen Blast article.
Oh, I didn't think about
Yeah, me neither.
checking the articles. Brother Trouble. Tommy Mark Sheridan. Record 38 times, including 3 back-to-back months during the height of Brother Trouble. Issues he wasn't on the cover, he was still mentioned quite often. You read every word of every article. Besides the fact he was married to Raina, only one thing seems relevant. About 8 months before their marriage, it's called Is TMS Dating a Roottrie? It says at a recent autograph signing, TMS told Teen Blast reported that he met a girl at a party in Malibu. Apparently the cast of Brother Trouble gets together at Penelope's house once a year, and this time TMS found love. Mega Hottie had this to say: "She's incredible. She came to the party to meet me specifically. I'm glad she did. She said she had a crush on me when she was younger. Told her I have a crush on her from her posters now." That feels weird.
That is weird.
When our Team Blast reporter asked who the lucky girl was, he refused to spill, but we did some digging. One of the creators of Brother Trouble, Ron, married Penelope, who played TMS's mom on the show, and Ron is a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters. Oh, my brain. Okay.
Oh, brain blast right there. So that actually, okay. Ron and Robert.
Ron and Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Ronald Roottree and Robert Roottree, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the creators.
Yeah,
Brother Trouble.
which means...
So it means that they are...
producers?
Or actors.
No, producers.
Probably producers. Which isn't on here.
Yeah, creator isn't on there. Director is.
Director sounds better.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what else there is.
One of the creators of Brother Trouble, Ron. Married Penelope.
Screenwriter's another one.
Okay, we've got Penelope Tessa Green. I'm gonna put director for them both for now.
Okay.
So they would get together at Penelope's house. And if Penelope paid TMS's mom on the show, she's got to have a picture somewhere.
Yeah.
So Penelope Tessa Green. Let me look them up. That gets a hit on Spider Search. Retired
Awesome.
comedian.
Comedian is
Oh.
just the female version of it.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a female version of that word.
Right?
There's a result for the Laugh Lounge. Club in Reno that claims Penelope got her stand-up start and first did her famously raunchy breast milk cheese. Oh,
Ugh.
excuse me while I gag. Routine in the 80s before she was a TV star. Site claims she was retired from the birth of her first child, but still makes yearly appearances for fundraisers doing more family-friendly material. Final picture labeled Joke Lantern, as well as a different picture labeled Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets, 1994. Both have been added to evidence. So we
Awesome.
got her picture then.
1994.
Oh, what a cute picture.
1994, so that's 4 years ago. Oh yeah, he a baby.
Yeah. We got...
Okay, so Jack's definitely going to be listed as the younger one for now, because...
Yeah, and we're gonna put them as baby. We look up Laugh Lounge.
Oh.
Nope.
It's a photo time. Joke a lantern.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Okay, nothing relevant was found for breast milk cheese.
Okay.
Just wanted to
Oh,
say.
good. Also, hang on. Oh, jeez. Actually, we might need to switch Jack and Christina underneath hers.
Oh.
Reason being is this picture, Joke a lantern. It's listed 1997, which was last year.
Oh. Yeah.
So Christina's got to be the baby.
Okay.
I made an assumption.
We did.
So we got baby and we got... I forgot to take the picture of the kiddo. Hang on.
So we'll put Christina as baby.
Yeah.
And then maybe Jack as student for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that was 4 years ago, he's got to be in like K to 12 by now.
Yeah. No lock-in yet. Okay.
No lock-ins.
I did get
Which
a hit
means
from
that...
Brother Trouble also.
Oh, yeah, that's...
That doesn't seem to immediately get anything. 1989 sitcom about two 16-year-old brothers the same age, one adopted, played by Tommy Mark and Dustin Christopher Baker.
Penelope Tessa Green plays the mom, often had to navigate her job as a magazine columnist, as well as the troubles that come with raising two boys who were extremely competitive in sports, academics, and even romantic pursuits of their next-door neighbor, Roxy. Showrunner was small screen director Ron Roottrees. Good
Okay.
call on that. So let me make sure I've got mine. Yep, director. Here we
Yep.
go. And then back to the article. It is, the show had strong ratings through the entirety of season 1, rocketing both Sheridan and Baker to instant stardom, mostly amongst the teen girl demographic. However, it was canceled in 91, midway through the second season, due to a significant ratings drop-off. I'm wondering if we'll be able to find any of them in like Starlet or something.
Penelope's mentioned in Teen Blast, but nothing interesting really.
Okay.
She's not in Starlet either. What about Dustin Christopher Baker? Oh. Dustin Christopher Baker is often abbreviated DCB by teenage fans. Since leaving Brother Trouble, he has appeared in a few straight-to-VHS movies that adapt classic literature to family audience with minor success, most popular which was Jane Eyre, reimagined the Charlotte Bronte novel as a high school romance with focus on skateboarding. He doesn't seem to be associated with Roottrees. I don't...
Jane Eyre.
I don't know if I've read that.
It's, yeah, Charlotte Bronte. Definitely. If you've never read any of the Bronte sisters stuff, that's fine. It's,
No.
they're decent, but they're also, like, darker in some
Okay.
cases. So that's just funny to me that Jane Eyre, it's basically like Romeo and Juliet, but with, oh, who was it? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm,
And modern day, and instead of swords, they have guns. So it's like a gang war.
gotcha.
That was fun. But anyway, so we don't actually know what Robert Rootree does. Still don't know what Elias does. You would think after all this, someone would have, like, well, I guess it's whatever their latest
Yeah.
profession is, and we don't know what Clark Rafferty's latest is.
So this Joko lantern, is that a photo um
What is?
of
I think it's Christina.
Jack or Christina? Okay.
Yeah, Jack. That photo we have of Jack is from like 4 years ago, so he'd be
Yeah,
much older by now.
that's true. Okay.
And then this one would be like last year.
Yeah.
So other than Robert, I think most of those will lock in.
We just need, I guess, one more at least. I feel
Yeah,
like we've got a lot, but we don't at the same time.
yeah, we don't have enough professions. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I wonder.
For Jane LaRue, she'd be the dark-headed person, right? In the '60s cover.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Okay, put that in.
Wait, film school. Huh.
Oh, is that an option?
Well, that's part of it, really. I'm wondering for Ronald and Robert if I just got them mixed up. Because the one with the longer, kind of straighter hair, he's wearing a jacket that in that Paris picture that says film school.
Oh, where's the picture?
Yeah, it's the one that he's got right there. So if you go back to the source,
Oh.
the one with them and Gwen in Paris.
There we go. Yeah,
And when you zoom in on the picture,
it has him
the
in
one
film
in the,
school. Okay.
I'm wondering if we just got them flipped because I
Well, we
think I
could
don't
try
have the
it.
pictures in the right place.
So just flip the pictures, or...
Yep.
Okay. No lock-in, but that's okay. It could be that
See, so you
Robert
got.
isn't a director, but it does say that the brothers worked on Brother Trouble, right?
I know Ronald did at least. Now, mine just locked in, but I took a guess, and I had the other wives put down as housewife.
Oh, which ones?
Gwendolyn Morden over to the left. Which makes sense because Carolyn was upset about her sister and her cousin both getting married and, giving up their lives. So put
Yeah.
in.
Okay. Cool.
So that locked in another 4. So that makes sense, because if both Bonnie and Gwendolyn like gave up any kind of profession to become housewives and get married, that's where some of her resentment for Carolyn is.
Yeah.
Also, Carolyn's like a lesbian, so it's a double hate. She ended up divorcing Mark Landon, and then she's just hanging with Eloise now.
Oh, right. You know, them gay folks.
The gay folks deserve this. They deserve to be happy, and that doesn't mean getting married. I mean, you can also get married.
Right, yeah.
You deserve to get married, but
You
not
don't
everything
have
has
to.
to be this. You don't have to.
Right.
Like, no one should have to.
Just like Mirabelle.
Exactly. Don't push yourself into being in something because you think, oh, that's what's going to make you happy. It
Yeah.
won't.
Why didn't Zach Wilson lock in?
That's a good question. Oh, you have Zach and Steven switched.
Oh.
Dr. Steve Wilson. Good
Okay.
eye, though.
And then, Zach.
And, yeah.
Okay. Are yours locked in or no?
The other kids are not, no.
Okay.
Just Jason.
Interesting. So, Kim LaRue, we still got their kids. Jessica
Yeah.
Rafferty LaRue. Can try and look them up, perhaps. Nope. Nothing on Spider Search for Jessica. But Katrina. Nope.
We've got artists, we've got architects, we've got so many people doing so many things. Do we have a manufacturer yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So Team Blast was knocked down to one piece of evidence.
Very nice.
Question is, what would the last piece be?
There's a lot of them that overlap, so I'm not gonna...
You ever watch Dexter?
The murder show or
Yeah.
Dexter's Lab?
No, the murder show.
A little bit, not a lot,
Okay.
but
Her fingernails are painted like it reminds me from something from that show.
oh my god. Only the lab for you, Carvin. In Dexter's Lab.
I never watched that.
It's okay. There was a lot of weird stuff back then.
Yeah.
And I'm too, like, in the sauce about this right now. Let's see.
Win a trip to the set of a new movie. I wonder if we can search anything with that.
Maybe. That might still be the same movie we were talking about earlier.
Potentially.
Or Brother Trouble or whatever.
Yeah. She's got really big teeth. I have small teeth, though. I apparently get it from my mom. I had to, at the dentist, they had to use, like, the children's, like, you know, when they x-ray your teeth and all that, and they put, like, the cardboard stuff in there, they had to use the kids'
Uh,
tools for my mouth. I'm like, great.
I'm so sorry. Well, it's because that stuff pokes into your gums and the top of your mouth, and it's so irritating.
Yeah. It's like, I
Oh,
always wonder, because, like, I never really smile with my full teeth, because, like, I just feel like it doesn't look good, and then other people can just smile with these, like, big, gigantic teeth, and I'm like, how are your teeth so big? Apparently it just
genetics.
runs in the family, yeah.
Incredibly. Yeah, no, my mom, I think I got my teeth from her.
Oh, do you have big
And my dad,
teeth?
yeah, I got some big front teeth,
Gotcha.
particularly. It's like, ha. But my dad's are all like the same, like square-ish shape, so I feel like his got filed down to look like they're all the same length.
Oh, interesting.
That's the feel I get. And my mom had to have like a bonding agent put in the front so she didn't have a gap between her teeth.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like a fake veneer or something. Let's see then. The next one I had on the Rolling On Down to the City,
That's
which has like,
yeah, that's the most evidence currently, right? At
yeah, but
5.
I can't for the life of me figure out where 5 comes from on this.
I want to know how that gem is sticking to her forehead, because it doesn't look like there's like a circlet or anything that she's wearing.
The same thing with the gems along her eyes. It's just glue, like makeup
Oh.
glue or something. Or actual glue.
Gem and diamond. Maybe something in the lyrics. Oh, I accidentally just closed the game. Great. It didn't
Oh,
even
whoops.
ask me if I wanted to do that.
I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
One moment. Hopefully it saved. I think it might have.
Yeah. If not, I will help you get back to where we were.
It's fine, yeah. Where's my game list? There it is.
It's...
I accidentally hit the red X and the game was like, oh, you want to close the game? By all means, we will.
Well, we'll let you. It's like, rude?
Okay, back in. What was I looking up?
If nothing else, we had locked in like 4 recently.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the lyrics. Oh, I wonder if the line says the guys all rush to say that I'm pretty. Ladies blush and find me so witty. That sounds like bisexual energy, so I don't know.
Could be. Listen, there were a lot of actors who married, but they were absolutely bi and open.
Yeah.
110%.
Inflation is
Also,
rising, but so is our pride.
you know, listen, the 70s and disco were a very free time. It's like that video you sent me earlier.
Yeah. Isn't that cute
Which
video?
is
I
very
thought that was a
incredibly
cute video.
cute. So fucking cute. Let's see. These times. I wonder if there's more in the periodical section.
I wonder if I could, like, unironically add this song into my Amazon Music.
Maybe.
Oh, so they alternate lines. So it's her singing the guy line, and he's singing the lady's line. So maybe not
Oh.
bisexual energy.
Oh, no, no. You just made it sound like they are bi.
Oh, they could both be.
It's the 70s.
Yeah.
Free love.
You couldn't be too free without it, though. had to be kind of like secret free.
I mean, you could absolutely be free about it. What your
Right.
family's gonna do? Disown you?
Right,
Do that over
exactly.
me? Oh, there was still some random dude in the Five Pieces background that we never got to use.
Oh, right. He was like randomly there.
Yeah, I forgot all about that dude.
He's just standing there menacingly.
Staring at you.
Who would he be?
I don't know. I'm wondering if he'll come up again later.
Maybe
Like,
it's in that
maybe.
unknown folder thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because he's definitely not like the kid of any of those.
No, maybe he's John or EC, one of the confirmed bachelors
Oh,
living together.
possibly, yeah.
Because it seems like it's deeply connected to Samantha, who I think Samantha might be the one giving us all this stuff because she's bitter
Hmm.
and she wants to expose all the bullshit. It's like, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Okay, so of the people here, we've got photos, we've got names. It's basically down to, well, special, except for spouses. We don't have
Right.
spouses yet. But it's kind of boiling down to just who the hell's left. There's out of the names that you can select, there's April Quaritch, or
Mm.
Quaritch, Joan Monroe, and Helen Lennon.
Where would they even
Wait,
go? Do we have spaces where we don't have anybody?
yeah, we've got spouses for
Oh,
Edward
right, spouses.
Roottrees and Elias Roottrees, and there's got to be one more around here somewhere.
I don't have any for
Oh,
Clancy and Miracle.
yeah. So let's see.
We've
I
also
guess we could.
Gwyneth, Madsen.
I've got. Well, I've got the name Gwyneth Madsen put in
Well, yeah,
somewhere.
but she's underneath Ernest and Samantha Roottree.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have a spouse for her or an occupation.
I I do. Her daughter is Stephanie Cottrell.
Yeah, I've got Stephanie in.
So look up the name Cottrell for that one,
Oh, okay.
for the spouse, because there should be one more then.
Oh, Sam Cottrell. Okay, that makes sense. Who do
Yeah,
you?
Sam Cottrell came up in something, but
What occupation do we have for Gwyneth? Then housewife for now, or
I put her down as housewife. It didn't take, but
yeah?
I'm sure there's something.
Okay, as good as a placeholder, I
Says,
suppose.
yeah, at this point we're kind of just throwing things in.
Seeing what sticks. Yeah, we
Yeah,
still gotta find pictures for Jessica and Katrina. They gotta be somewhere. And Kim LaRue.
yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna look up some of these leftover names, like Helen Lennon. There's got to be
Okay.
something here. Okay. Spider search didn't do anything for Helen. Let's try Joan. Spell it right. Okay, no there. And April Quaritch. Nothing there. All right, next thing, let's go to periodicals.
I feel like we should be able to find about that Oliver Broadway production as well that Kim was going into.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's
Maybe.
got a picture, so there's got to be something.
She's not showing up in Starlit or anything else.
Who are you looking up?
I was looking at Kim since you had
Oh, yeah.
mentioned her. But yeah, she only shows up in MMM,
Yeah.
Modern Music Monthly stuff.
And Oliver didn't get me anything with Spider Search.
Miracle Network. Clergy Watch. Let me go. Darn it. Right. We did have that already. Edith Jacobson got locked in there, so this is looking at Miracle Jr. That's right.
Bark, bark. Did you put an occupation for Jim Wilson?
Jim.
GEM next to
Oh,
Jason and Zach.
oh, right, Gem, yeah. Nothing that stuck.
Okay.
It's really challenging now because I don't know where to get the rest.
Yeah. I'm stuck on trying to find something for Kim, and I'm not sure what to search up for that Broadway Oliver thing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I wonder if anyone had any more books. Because I
Possibly.
could do with a lot less of them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Ping. Hmm. For Clancy Edward Roottrees, the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I think Raina said. Oh no, wait. She said Laura. Never mind. For her grandfather, not great grandfather. There was something about a castle, Sarah Castle, for the great grandfather, or for Clancy Edward Roottrees, the lawyer. It seems like the only family member from Sam Roottrees that we haven't gotten yet is Gwyneth, and well, the only thing we don't have about her is her occupation.
Gwyneth.
That and the two kids under the Wilsons. 3. We don't know Clark's final profession. 4.
Clark Rafferty.
Yeah, we don't know Clark
Yeah.
Rafferty's. We also don't know Robert Roottree's profession underneath Gwen. We don't know Elias C. Roottree or his spouse. I don't know what his profession is. Author, professor, lawyer. Wait a sec. The newscaster mentioned you could search for WRB.
It's a bot. I got it.
Oh, I see.
Likely ban evader.
You get a couple of those, so I'll... Well, if you've already banned them, looks like it's good to go.
Yeah, I have.
I'll take some time afterwards and actually report them as bots later.
Does that work?
Sometimes.
Hmm.
Like under mod actions, they are no longer showing a name, they're just unknown user.
Yeah.
Will it stop you from getting bots? No. But I like giving them a little inconvenience. Alright, let's see. Granddaughter. Oh, okay. That's where I got it. Under Lauren's notes, her life between wars, it mentions about her mother's family was called the Cossels, but she hardly ever mentions them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
page 1.
Yeah,
And
I
you
see.
scroll down a little. That's how I got the Cossels for her dad.
Okay.
So, let's see. Yeah, we're kind of like scraping the very bottom of it.
Yeah.
Just trying to find professions. I can't believe Rolling on Down to the City has 5. Because of that, I would say activist or something, but...
Did we ever look up these other albums? Cherry Tree? Look.
Yeah,
Cherry Tree is a pretty general search term. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you find a lot of results for foliage.
Periodicals then.
1 second. Sound of Laughter, an album by Jim and Diamond released. You can't even find a picture of the cover. basic linear notes exist on a
Liner.
Jim Roottrees fan page. Okay. Yeah, I don't really get anything with that. Try modern music, perhaps. Okay. Let me think. We looked up. We looked up Peter Genowick. Oh, we never looked up Raffertunes, did we?
Where's that?
It was in the periodical about Jim Roottrees with Modern Music Monthly where they talked about like Diamond walking in on Clark. It says don't mind saying any of this because he agreed for most of the decade he was a mess, but he's a lot happier now he started Raffertunes and he's a much better jingle writer than songwriter. And I just got a piece of evidence when I looked that up. Website about Raffertunes, Clark Rafferty LaRose advertising firm. On it there's an about page and you find a picture labeled the inspiration for the famous Super Bowl ad campaign. Below that is more detail. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children. When his wife was trying to get his youngest Katrina to calm down for the picture and an idea for the Super Bowl ad. Photo is now in evidence. Cool. Oh my.
Oh, okay. So it's just Butler County Times. Now I'm the one trying to catch up. Oh. Oh my.
Yeah, the photo is something else.
He did not age well. Oh my god.
We got photos though. So that's Clark. That's not Clark then. We got the wrong picture for Clark.
Bit too on the nose. Okay, hang on.
Do what?
So, was trying to catch up and reading the thing.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, you're fine. Candy's already on the thing anyway. I still didn't figure out the Raffertunes thing. What periodical were you looking at for that?
I was looking at Modern Music Monthly, and I just looked up Jim Roottrees because I wanted to look at the trying to find more on Kim if I could.
Oh, he started Raffertunes.
Yeah, down at the bottom we missed that.
Advertising. Okay, inspiration for the famous Super Bowl ad campaign.
I bet he's an advertiser then, not a musician.
Yep, I'm gonna go with that too.
Yeah.
So advertising plus for his kids.
And then we've got.
That is hideous.
A little rough.
Katrina's the youngest. Okay.
Okay, so oldest to youngest. So I do have them in the right order. And who in this photo looks younger? Is probably the one with the pink shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm gonna assume
Students.
Students, yeah. Hey, there he is.
Nice. Should have gotten the wife's picture in. Oh well. Oh shit.
I got her in. For Kim? Yeah, you should be able to add her in.
Yeah, I'll add her in now, but actually something else happened. For those 3 spouse names
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't really know where they went yet.
Yeah.
I had just kind of slotted them into place for the three husbands.
Oh, really? Okay.
And yeah, and one stuck.
Oh, who?
For Miracle Root Tree, the oldest, Helen Lemon.
Okay. So it was like just a kind of guess thing.
Yeah, it was a guess thing.
Cool.
So it just happened to be there whenever it locked in.
Yeah, that's good then. We're getting there.
So I'll take it. Trust me, I'll take it.
Oh
Which
yeah.
probably means I wonder if Joan and April need to be switched.
Who you have those in for?
Um, I have Joan for Edward and April for Elias.
Okay, I'll swap them then,
And then whichever one of us gets them.
yeah, we'll go from there. So I've got Joan Monroe for Edward, Clancy Edward, and April Quaritch for Edward Roottrees. Okay. Do you have
Oh
anybody
no,
for?
Edward Roottrees I already have.
Oh, who do you have for them?
Sorry, for Clancy Edward the lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
I have Sarah Cossel.
Oh.
Because Lauren in her book on the first page talked about her mother's family name is Cossel.
That's right. Okay. A lot of names.
I know.
And
So
then,
damn many.
so you have Elias C. Roottrees.
I've got April there.
Okay.
You should put Joan there for yourself.
All right.
One of us will be right.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, I can put in all of his other photos now. You ugly looking motherfucker. I swear to God, Clark.
Aw.
Sorry. I am being mean, but
No,
you know.
it's fine. Which photos do we have for him then? Like, is it the guy? Is it the hair with the mustache still?
The hair with the mustache. That one locked in for me, and then
Okay.
the other one with a flower.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he didn't age well, did he? Like Harrison Ford didn't age well.
Yeah, it's like the longer you live, the less you age well.
I
But
mean, I
that's
guess
just
that
like
makes sense. Yeah. Plus, like drugs in that time.
drugs, 2 divorces,
Yeah.
same
Children.
damn family.
Like.
What a guy, let me tell you. On the plus side, though, we've got him locked, so that's nice.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about his line anymore.
Honestly, we're down to the last people.
Yeah.
It's really just the 2 Wilson kids, Gwyneth Madsen, and then Elias Roottrees, and that's it.
Yeah, I've got Zach and Jason have locked in for me. So Jem, I don't have locked in.
Okay, so Zach did lock in for you.
Yeah.
Great. So apparently college was correct. Maybe he was graduating from high school.
Possibly, yeah. What do you have for Jem's occupation currently or anything? Just as a placeholder?
Yeah, I guess I could put her down as a model. You could put her down model, nurse, pilot.
Oh, okay.
There's so many. Retail, cashier. Some of these just may not get used, like you said.
Yeah, I'll just put a nurse and see. We don't really have anything to go off of, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think then.
I wonder if there's a Gwyneth Madsen, or if I could just look up Gwyneth Cattrall.
Jem could also be a student as well.
Yeah. It's really hard to see or to tell.
Yeah. Do you want to put her as student and I can pick one of the other random ones?
Yeah.
I have her in
Just
as
put her.
nurse, yeah.
Yeah, just put her as another student then. And let's see. You have Gwyneth as a nurse?
I have Jem as a nurse. Gwyneth I have as a housewife.
Okay. And let's see. I'd put Elias down as manufacturing, but
Elias C.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't have anything for him at the moment.
Caption: an attempt to recapture the spirit of but I was outvoted. They insisted the four of us could clump together. I feel like there's something in here. In one of these bits of evidence that talk about someone's decoration or how they redesigned something.
Hmm.
Let me go back and look at Lauren's pamphlet again. There it is. No, maybe it'd be the photo of the 5 root trees. Here we go. To move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. He's the architect, so yeah, it's already fine. There's just this random guy in the back.
Love the random guy.
Love this random guy. If he ends up being EC or John Miller, it's like the gays are always in the background.
Lurking.
Waiting. Watching.
Forever watching.
It's like, we're just here to have the hors d'oeuvres. What do you think we're here for?
Mm.
I'm not here to kill you or anything. That'd be insane. Unless EC stands for Edward Clancy.
Oh.
Which would be fucking funny, actually. There's one of those articles that Lauren wrote about how they got her dad's name wrong. It's supposed to be Clancy Edward. What if it actually is Edward Clancy, but for somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
That's interesting.
They tried to throw it as a red herring, but it wasn't.
Yeah. That's an interesting... Yeah, I would write that down just to, like, have that.
Just make sure.
Yeah.
Too bad confirmed bachelor isn't an actual profession.
Yeah, for real. That would be funny.
Get paid to be gay. You're enriching the
I mean,
environment. You know it.
there is pay to be gay. No.
It does pay to be gay.
I mean, $20, $20 right now.
Oh Lord, no!
I'm so
no,
sorry.
no. You need to charge higher than that.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay, well, my fan fiction needs to be rewritten. Oh Lord. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I get it. There are 4 Elis for Pete's sake, but that's how it is. Someone would say, "I saw Eli in town," and I would know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior or Eli's Miracle or Miracle's Eli or Eli C. So why did she say 4?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely set on this idea. There's another Eli.
Yeah, because we've got... They wouldn't wouldn't let them go near the farm.
Mm-hmm. You are correct.
Oh no, this line has Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother.
Yeah, so I think...
Farmer?
Oh, maybe farmer, yeah.
Oh, I was hoping for a lock-in, but no, not yet.
Not yet. It's because of that last one. Eli over here. Like,
Um, his occupation, yeah, it's
yeah,
like what the hell?
it's not lawyer, it wasn't manufacturing, couldn't be military, or model, or nurse. Didn't put pilot, professional athlete. You'd think he'd show up if there was anything like that.
I mean, he looks um like he's wearing a suit, right?
Yeah, maybe it's in one of the photos with him.
I mean, they're kind of in a warehouse looking thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah, they
definitely
gathered on the
are.
warehouse floor. Yeah.
Yeah, something else isn't locking in for him, so. There's gotta be more in here, though. So, let's go back to Lauren's stuff. She usually has so damn much.
Mm.
Okay. One thing that backs up your theory about, what's her name? Doggone it. Gwyneth Madsen, married to Sam Cattrall. Another thing that backs up her being a farmer
Mm-hmm.
is I found a periodical, Butler County Times. Look up Anderson Farm. Because I was trying to see about EC and John to get more information about their last names for
Mm-hmm.
later. but Anderson Farm gave me something different.
Oh, okay. Twice each summer. Current head of farming, Miss Cattrall. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty sure that locks in that she's a farmer.
Yeah. So this article with Jim also talks about um who is he says that's how my father was connected to Roottrees. All his old ad campaigns were hung on the walls over the record player. So ad campaigns, and Jim's father is
Another advertiser?
um I'm thinking maybe that may be what Elias is, because he's a much better jingle writer than songwriter. So jingle writer makes me think advertiser.
Probably. Maybe musician in that case.
Well, he says better jingle writer than songwriter, so yeah, it's hard to say whether that's going to be like an advertiser or a musician. We could try one or the other.
Give advertiser for it.
Okay. Bark, bark. You put what?
For him,
Yeah.
advertiser.
Okay, I'll put musician then. Okay. Between us both, maybe we'll get something.
You're right. Okay, yeah, change it to advertiser.
Oh, you got a lock in?
Yeah, I got a lock in.
Nice.
That one was on your clue, man. Good going.
Oh, mine didn't lock in. What am I missing?
Let's see. Mine locked in because Elias Roottree, advertising. Gwyneth Madsen, farmer.
Right. I've got that.
And then Zach and Jem Wilson are both students. Zach's in college and Jem is K through 12.
Okay, I don't have her. Mine still didn't lock. Weird.
Photos, maybe?
Did I mess up photos?
I don't know. It's currently in an ad for me right now. I got another 10 seconds.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're all good.
I must have a fourth that I haven't locked in properly.
Let's see. Okay, so...
So I've got Elias Roottree advertising with Joan Monroe as the spouse. Who is the spouse for him that you have?
Let me check. Oh, no. Because I got all the names, I had them switched, but I didn't see if I actually got that.
Oh, okay.
So he looks to be good.
Okay. And then Gwyneth Madsen, farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have the right photo?
You should, yeah.
Okay.
It's the only one left. So then as for the sister...
Jem Wilson.
Jem.
I've got student K through 12.
Okay, so those are your three. Where's your fourth one?
Huh.
Hold on real quick. Who's still blue?
I still got Robert Roottrees as blue. Is he still blue for you?
Yeah, he's still blue.
Okay.
No, I think he locked in. See if screenwriter works for him.
Yep, that was it.
Awesome.
Nice. Locked in everyone in the Free Spirits photograph. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So you had the spouses correct.
Yep. Oh, my top secret opened. Okay.
My genealogy gene.
Yay!
If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Okay. So the last 2 folks are optional. Oh, it's asking who is EC. Did you need me to say which ones to lock in for you, or you got it?
Nah, I think I got it. I'll get
Okay.
those I just had to switch the last 2 spouses, and
Okay.
everything else is locked in, so...
Did you get your top secret?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the top secret one, I know that one of them is John Miller, because they would talk about John as one of the farmhands. Also, they called him Mr. Miller.
Right. Who's got to be that guy in the background, right?
Maybe, but we don't have a photo thing for him.
True. Well, then it must be
Got
EC then.
Even, well, you're right. It has to be.
It's like the only photo
It's the only-
left. It's the only
Yeah.
option, yeah. So are you thinking Edward Clancy then?
I'm thinking it's Edward Clancy, but I don't know what his last name is.
Maybe we don't need it.
Maybe. I'm still gonna put in an Edward Clancy
Yeah.
Roottrees. Maybe he's like, I don't know, somebody else. Like, he could have been a family member who is a Roottrees, but, like...
They don't talk about him?
Yeah, because he's gay.
Right.
So they decided to be assholes about it.
Yeah. It says you can summon me whenever you wish, however this will end your search and reveal the truth, so make sure you're ready. So, like, does that mean even if you get it wrong?
Presumably. Maybe. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Oh, should I just go for it?
I can go for it first if you don't want to take the risk. And then I'll let you know how
You
it
can,
turns out.
you can go for it, it's fine.
Let me try it.
Okay.
Okay, I am ready. Confirm. But first. Okay, well, it's just giving me the options. Final optional entries you've offered. Number of optional entries left for next time. Okay, so...
So it didn't really give anything.
she's talking to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if it properly locked in John Miller, so you may want to double check that one.
Okay.
It says I still have one optional entry for next time, but that I did get EC correctly.
Okay, cool. So Edward Clancy Roottrees then.
Mm-hmm.
I think we still don't have that extra photo for Elias Roottrees, the main guy, right?
Oh, shoot.
Or did we? Did I miss that?
I think you might have missed it. Yeah, let me see if I can remember how we got that one. Because you can look up the Roottrees Candy Company,
Yeah.
amongst other things. It's definitely not that photo, no.
Yeah, I don't get a photo when I'm looking that up in Spider Search. Can you see what photo you have?
Periodicals? I think I did get another photo. I'm trying to remember how I got it.
Hmm.
So just try every periodical you can.
No, nothing.
Okay, you can try Elias Roottrees and then go through all of them one more time.
Yeah, there we go. I got something. Watchman of the Year. How did I not get that?
It's easy to forget. Like, we knew that Carl had it, but we forgot to check for Elias.
Oh my, that photo.
Right? Dapper.
Very dapper. Okay, cool. Let me put that in. I guess I'll do... Are we checking on John Miller then, or...
If you type in John Miller, I guess make sure it's properly spelled.
I think it is.
I mean, you probably will... Like, John Miller is such a average name.
Yeah.
He'll probably be in Lauren's books.
Yeah.
Like her first one and then the revised one.
It just says Mr. Miller, I think.
One says Mr. Miller, but when they were talking about Sam working with the farmhands,
EC and John. Okay, yeah. So John. Okay, I'll do I am ready then.
Sounds good.
Finished. The Roottrees are dead. Nice.
Congratulations.
And I've also got an optional entry for next time.
Nice. Yes, I'm wondering if we just got, like, the name incorrect.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree, and his partner was John Miller? That's exactly what I needed to hear. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha.
Yep, I got old.
Yep, I got old.
Yep.
The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy.
Aww.
My fathers.
My
Edward Clancy
fathers.
Roottree
That's
and John
adorable.
Miller.
I was wondering if she,
No.
like, didn't like that because it made her sound like she was resentful for being growing up in that household, you know? So I was like, oh, I wonder if she's, like, still homophobic then, but...
By now, you've either
I mean,
read
they were
or
her
studied
family for the
Yeah.
longest time. It's the fact that the Roottrees are like, oh, we can't have this out of wedlock thing.
Yeah.
So you're just going to get adopted by these farmhands who are just confirmed bachelors.
Yeah.
So
Lauren
it
was
still
right.
is like,
I hated
that's a
the
family
Clancy's.
full of love that she grew
just
up
didn't
in.
know my
Mhm.
full
But if one of them
resentment.
was a Roottree and was cast out because he was gay, I would be fucking pissed too.
Yeah, exactly.
My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farm.
Caught kissing the farmhand. Oh no.
Oh no.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable. The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided
Yeah,
to
the idea of, like,
erase
putting
both.
all of the outcasts onto one farm. Like...
They tried
Real.
to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed
Oh.
a dirty word.
Oh.
5-piece ad from 1924, EC and CE. I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice that either. Do we have this ad?
I don't know that we have the one on the left. No.
I don't think we do either. Huh. We might have...
Bastards.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's messed up.
We
She
were
came
sent to
pregnant
the
after
farm,
the birth.
and the 5 pieces did their best
Reading through
to the
all
next
these things,
generation
yeah,
way
okay.
to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
Yeah, she said your pop is my dad.
Mm.
So that's the twin thing going on.
Because she saw him and thought that that was her
Mhm.
dad. Oh
Who
my
could blame
gosh.
me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated in the factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece.
Oh.
Patsy returned, and things got complicated
Oh
for
my
Elias.
gosh.
She fought
Okay.
for my freedom, from a life she
This
didn't
intrigue. Yeah, no, bitch. Absolutely. Publish this shit.
Yeah, for real. What does it say? Steamy correspondence.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the
Oh,
truth
I
or
didn't get that one either.
I don't have that one either.
I'd help my
Oh
father.
my gosh, okay. How awful it is that such a kid is ripped from its rightful fate and worse, sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin, an outcast forced to live a life of labor under a wicked relative. I guess we could have looked up her name, but
I
we didn't bother.
didn't think about it, yeah.
At
Oh
Elias's
wow,
will-being,
okay.
I
We're
learned
just,
part of
well,
his
you're just
past.
too good at guessing. No, well, like understanding the clues, I suppose.
Well, there's multiple ways of getting them, so
For
it's like
sure,
I
yeah.
didn't. It's just one of those like, oh, we got an intrigue. It's a game. Of course, it's got to have a point.
Oh, yeah.
But damn.
My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president. But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottrees. He nearly ruined the company.
Caviar flavor.
When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36. They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally,
Oh
my
yeah,
book was
guy
meant to
who wanted that
expose
caviar
Elias's
flavor.
hypocrisy.
Gross.
Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
So it says, originally the book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy until he started looking into the other dirty laundry. Television screenwriter Robbie Roottrees was allegedly quietly tried and convicted under the name Robert Roottrees in a French court of law. He allegedly embezzled from his company RR Productions to fuel a gambling habit.
Holy shit.
Interesting.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
And that's when Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust.
Oh.
Okay.
RR.
That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future.
This family's a mess.
His entire family's future.
Incredibly.
He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park.
I like how she knew everything. And she's like, no, I'm gonna make you look at it.
She knew, but she needed the proof,
Like-
and now someone on the outside is looking at it going, oh
Yeah.
no, it's all here.
Yeah,
And
I
when
guess
it
that makes
does,
sense.
My share of the Clancid Trust is
Ooh,
yours.
we get a share
Like I
of
said
the
at the
Clancid
beginning,
Trust.
Set for life.
Good, I see.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Yay. We get the Rollin' song at the end.
Woohoo!
Thanks to your hard work, Sam Madsen's book was published. It received mixed reviews.
Oh, you don't say.
Life went on and a new president took over the company. The Roottrees family faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Root Tree Mania is now unlocked as a new game. Oh gosh. Whew.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do it, but we've been doing this now for how many hours?
A few hours.
Yeah.
We can take a look at it at some point. Yeah, we might have to like switch off games for a little bit to have my brain rest from the from all of that. But cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. I really like that.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you for basically letting me tag along for this.
Of course, yeah. And then for those watching, we are floating the idea of doing Stardew Valley for multiplayer.
Yes.
So, because we both have that game, and I've not done multiplayer before on that, so we'll have to look into mods and see what we can do for that. But yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna end here today, and I believe Friday. What's today? Thursday? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Friday, I might be playing Final Fantasy 15. I have to see how I feel though, because I think Tanya wanted to play Baldur's Gate. She's feeling better, so.
Yay!
But we'll
Yes.
see. I'll update the schedule as we go. But yeah, thanks
Whatever
for watching.
you guys feel like, by all means. Y'all have a good one.
Goodbye.